No, they get mad when we agree with each other because intelligent people are not supposed to agree with each other.
We don't agree with each other on women's wrestling, so any of you think we only agree with each other, go listen to those segments.
And pizza.
Right.
And cheese, by the way, now that we're thinking about it.
I guess you could say that, too.
I had incredible cheeseburgers after my last AEW NXT watching event with triple cheese. Just so you know, NXT has driven me, or not NXT, AEW has driven me to triple cheese, not the triple burger, but triple cheese on the burger.
You know, I was going to ask you that.
I've gone this far.
Because I don't eat cheeseburgers because they're horrible. When you say...
No, now, don't. I will come, I'll find you.
I'm right here.
Well, I don't exactly know how to get where here is.
Right
so
here.
I have to find you, but I will.
Listen, when you say that you're going to eat a triple cheeseburger, that's what it is? It's 3 slices of cheese?
Well, no, here's the thing. You've got to have at least 1 slice of cheese per patty. And because then elsewise you've thrown the fucking combination off. But I have been lately just going with 3 slices of cheese on top of the 1 fucking patty. Just to melt it and be gooey and where I can just smear it on me and go, why did I watch that? Why did I watch that?
Is that what you do? You smear it on yourself?
Yeah, all over me. Oh, yes, it puts the lotion on the skin and then it gets the burger again.
You put pickles on your burgers?
Well, of course you do.
Okay. I do. I don't know what you do.
Well, I don't know why you bother even with a goddamn just a old slab of just bare meat.
Well, if it's good meat and it's been cooked well and it's a nice juicy burger, and then you put some pickles on there, some ketchup, some coleslaw if you have some, that's perfection.
No, ketchup, wait a minute. You'll put ketchup on a burger, but not cheese. The ketchup then dominates the taste. It's all you can taste. Ketchup is the last thing you want on a burger is ketchup. Then it's just a old goddamn, like fucking Vince McMahon or Donald Trump eating well-done steaks with ketchup, for fuck's sake.
First of all, ketchup is our greatest condiment.
No.
Second of all, you tell me you don't put ketchup on your hamburgers or your cheeseburgers?
No.
That's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
No, that's almost as bad as mustard. Mustard has a stronger taste, so when they fuck up at the drive-thru and put the mustard on, you have to throw the whole burger away. Sometimes you can wipe the ketchup off, but no, that's a horrible taste to put on your burger. The condiment for burgers is mayonnaise. You've got your mayonnaise, you've got your onions, you've got your dill pickles, the stacker dill pickles that go flat, right? Not the goddamn bread and butter that tastes like crotch. Then you can add as much cheese as you want, whether it be American or cheddar. You can mix things up. And also you can put on the bacon. And also a great topping is a fried egg, because then you've got your breakfast burger. And I've discovered that they have these hash brown patties like you get at Arby's, the place that makes you shit. In the grocery store, you pop one of those in a deep fryer and you put that right on top of the bun, and then you've got hash browns, bacon, cheddar or American cheese, a fried egg, and fucking onions and pickles. You're farting through silk right there. That is the ultimate burger experience.
That's ridiculous. Couple questions for you. A, how long does it take you?
Yo, you've been taking notes, eh? Is this a cross-examination?
This certainly is.
Follow up.
On behalf of myself and the Washington Post, how long does it take you to prepare this burger, and what do you do at a barbecue? I mean, I guess you don't really attend too many barbecues, but when you're barbecuing, do you have all these things, the hash brown and the egg and
no,
you jar of mayonnaise just sitting there?
Oh, you don't have to goddamn just do everything if you're going to have a barbecue. Then what you do is you prepare your tray of toppings ahead of time, because at a barbecue outdoors, quick assembly is essential because you don't want things to go cold. So once you've got your patty with the cheese melted on the grill, you've already taken your bun and you've placed on there your mayonnaise and your onions and your pickles, and also lettuce and tomato if it's a fine quality tomato. They are permissible as well. Leaf lettuce, not that shredded shit. I always get no lettuce at a fast food place that gives you that fucking shredded shit. It gets everywhere. But if you're doing it in the kitchen, and you're going to create something, and you're going to go to any lengths to do it. It's about an hour and a half procedure, because you know me, I have to lay out all my pre-preparation. There's paper towels all over the counters. There's wax paper everywhere. I'm laying out everything I'm going to need, all the utensils, all the menu items, all the ingredients, the pots and pans, or the various things. I've figured it in my mind because I've done it so much. They go in a specific place in the kitchen. Everything is turned on, heated up, deep fryer, frying pan, whatever the case. When I'm frying burgers and making bacon and doing something in the deep fryer, I put the bacon in the oven, bake it for 20 minutes, and it's the thick cut stuff, and then hit it with the goddamn broiler to get it good sizzling and crispy before I lay it out on the fucking paper towels to pat it so that the grease is minimized. And then the assembly process, I have stickers that go down through the top of the burger, because once I put the fucking bun on, you got to fucking stick it through there. It'll fall all over everything.
What kind of bun do you use? I like those potato rolls and potato buns.
No, the potato buns are thick. They're a little thick and chewy.
Yeah.
You go for the jumbo, regular old white jumbo hamburger buns, because they're bigger than your average bun, and you've got plenty of room to make your giant patties and get all your toppings under there. But sometimes, if you find the right one of those goddamn Kaiser rolls, if they're not too done and not hard, oh boy, those are good.
Ideally, you don't use ketchup. That you don't use ketchup for your burgers.
Now you're going back to the ketchup after we've gone through all of that, and of all the things that you could,
because it's a staple.
Remark on.
It's a staple.
Well, I don't like staples in wrestling or on burgers.
What about French fries? You put ketchup on French fries?
Yes, that's where you eat ketchup. Now, of course, you can dip French fries in barbecue sauce. You can dip French fries in tartar sauce. You can dip French fries in, as a matter of fact, when you dip French fries in the comeback sauce from Martin's Barbecue here, oh, that's good.
Hey, some people dip their French fries in a vanilla milkshake or a Frosty from Wendy's. You ever do that?
Well, no, those people ought to be taken out in the town square and fucking flogged in front of everybody, put on the 6 o'clock news.
I agree with you on that.
Because then you're not only making your fries soggy, but you're salting your milkshake.
I never thought of it that way. I guess so, yeah.
Well, there you go. That's stupid.
What about hot dogs? What do you put on a hot dog?
What business is it of yours?
Tell me about your hot dog, Jim.
Well, I'll tell you how I take my hot dogs, Brian Last, but one thing is I don't really eat normal hot dogs unless they're those big fat plump ones from Omaha Steaks. We've talked about those, but normal hot dogs are just too small and too skinny. Don't fill me up. I like the big sausage dogs, the smoked sausage dogs, the andouille sausage, the better cheddars, the things and such of that nature. It's got some oomph to it, some spiciness.
But what do you put on it?
Hold on, you put those in the oven or on the grill, but if I'm doing it inside, you put them in the oven and you bake them at about 400 degrees until their skin's splitting and it's nice and crispy. You bake them and they get hot and they're splitting and they're just good. And then you put the buns in next to them for about 6 minutes to get crispy. And then...
What are you doing?
Either you go with diced onions and a nice barbecue sauce and some grated cheddar cheese to melt on top of it under the broiler, or you go with queso, like a queso, like you would get from the on the border type of queso stuff, and dip them with the onions and the crispy buns in a cup of the cheesy queso and have a cheese dog. That's the way you eat hot dogs, with cheese or barbecue sauce and diced onions and some bacon in there sometimes. And sometimes you get those bigger hot dog buns that go all the way up for the giant full-size kielbasa smoked sausages and just eat that shit like you're the mighty Igor.
What about mustard and relish and sauerkraut?
Oh, for heaven's sake. The only thing you eat sauerkraut on's a Reuben, and everybody knows that. Otherwise, sauerkraut's just no good. And you do not put mustard on anything, because mustard, as we've spoken about here on the show before, is a tool of the devil. I don't know why I have to smarten you Yankees up all the time about how to eat properly.
Are you okay with honey mustard?
Honey mustard is good because it takes that yellow mustard edge off of it. Sometimes honey mustard is good. It depends on the honey mustard.
When we talk about sauerkraut, does it make you think of Fritz von Erich? He was a sauerkraut.
He was a bit dour-faced, wasn't he? All right, what's going on with this program? Oh, I'll mention something else while we're on the subject of absolutely fuck all of nothing.
Okay.
If you're a customer of Cornette's Collectibles at JimCornette.com, we've been announcing this. The store will be closing as you hear this tomorrow, Tuesday, September 15th. For the next 2 weeks, we reopen on October 1st after we have refreshed ourselves for my birthday and restocked all our merchandise for the holidays. But if you have purchased something from Cornette's Collectibles in the last 3 weeks or so, when we had the post office bottleneck, that has been rectified. Everything is going out or has gone out. You've either got it or the last stuff will be shipped this week. From the last week or so, everything's going according to plan. And we thank you for your support, and just don't panic. If you see the stores closed, you ain't got your stuff yet. That's one of the reasons, so we can catch up and send all this out this week and be able to refill everything. Now I've given you even more time, Brian Last, to be able to figure out how to, as a matter of fact, I bet the people right now, the people out there they are betting to themselves. They are saying, I bet they do not talk about wrestling or goddamn ask a single question a day. As a matter of fact, right now, the people at MyBookie are taking bets on whether or not that Brian Last ever gets to ask a question here on this program. Folks, winning season has returned at MyBookie. And our friends over there, they're not just MyBookie. They're your bookie, too. They're our bookie. And winning season means doubling your first deposit. Insane props, epic bonuses, the craziest cross-sport wagers. Winning season means watching live sports and betting live sports all season long. And the NFL has returned. One of these days, I'm going to watch one of these fucking games. But you do, and you mean action-packed Sundays with huge cash prizes now that the NFL is back with MyBookie. And you can get in on the action by using the promo code DRIVE to double your first deposit. You give them something, they double it, just because you use the code DRIVE. It's designed to add more excitement to the sports you love and the games you bet, folks. So use promo code DRIVE at mybookie.ag and double your first deposit. Your winning season begins today only at MyBookie. MyBookie will bet and win for me.
All right. Well, that sucked. Let's get some questions.
Well, fuck you. Hey.
What was that? You sang it a different way last week, a different ending, and all of a sudden... Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tell me about your hot dog. All right.
Hey, I'll tell you about my salami.
Let's get some questions here on the show. This first one.
First time I heard that joke was when I hurt my knee. Not my left knee or my right knee, my wee knee.